Assalamu alaikum, beta. Can you hear me?
Walaikum assalam. Yes, sir. We can hear you.
Actually, I want to share the screen with you again, and I want to complete this topic today. If you have any question regarding this writer and his work, I may answer your questions. Because next time we are going to start Huckleberry Finn. There's the last novel we are going to do, Huckleberry Finn. So I want to show you the slides from the very beginning. As you know that this is the first slide about Ernest Hemingway and his life. So you can see the first slide, and you can see the second one. And I would like to share these slides with you, also this presentation with you. At the same time, the text of this novel. So I'm going to share this. There's a second slide, his work. So this is introduction about the writer, and this is the introduction of his work. So, and this is uh, the themes in his novels. As you know that this is very important because you have studied Farewell to Arms, element of love and romance in his novels. As we know that there is a element of love and romance in Farewells to Arms as well. Love between Henry and Catherine. Adventure and military expedition, as we come to know that Farewell to Arms is full of adventure and military expedition. It is about First World War. Crisis and challenges faced by the characters, as we come to know the events of the First World War. In Farewell to Arms, we come to know about the crisis, critical moment, and challenges faced by the characters, especially protagonist. So there are the tough situations, and then there is a trauma, and then there is a dangerous situation because whenever you go to front and fight over there, you come to know, you come across the trauma, you come across the challenges. So death is there in front of you. Particularly, as we know that this uh, novel, Old Man and Sea, there's no women character. Farewell to Arms, a combination of love story with war story. So we have studied Farewell to Arms, a combination of love story with war story. Love, loss, and death are the main themes. As we know that overall, Ernest Hemingway have themes in his novels. Love, loss, and death are the main theme. And we come to know that A Farewell Arms is also a story of love, a story of loss and death uh, as the main themes of the novel. Yes, new values replace the old values, old ones. So he has introduced the new values. Overall, life is harsh, bitter, and challenging. As we go through the events of A Farewell to Arms, we come to know that life is harsh, bitter, and challenging. So Ernest Hemingway depicts and portrays life that is harsh, bitter, and challenging. So it is all about the sufferings of human beings. Basically, love, kindness, compassion, and sufferings go together. This is reality of life. So simple, straightforward, and focusing on facts. Now, these are the themes of the novels of Ernest Hemingway, and major elements are very much there in A Farewell to Arms. We have studied Farewell to Arms, and we come to know there are these aspects, these elements in Farewell to Arms. Yes. Yes, coming back to Asia's question. Yes, this is a slide. Coming back to her questions, I would like to say that Ernest Hemingway, basically he joined volunteer ambulance unit in Italy during World War One. So I said Henry reflection. There is autobiographical element in this novel, A Farewell to Arms. So Ernest Hemingway joined volunteer ambulance unit in Italy during World War One. So major of the events Henry uh, faces in the war, just Ernest Hemingway faced in the same way. He suffered a serious leg wound as Henry got injured, and his affair with an American nurse gave basis for the novel, Farewell to Arms. Basically, he was in love with the American nurse, and as you know that Henry and Catherine, the British nurse, Henry, and there is a love between Henry and Catherine. Lieutenant Frederick Henry, an ambulance driver, went to Italy. This you can see that he falls in love with Catherine Berkeley. She is willing to accept him due to death of her fiancé. Injured Henry is admitted in Milan Hospital, and Catherine tangles in love with Henry. So all these events, you know that there is a combination of all these events. Henry versus Ernest Hemingway, and Catherine Berkeley versus American nurse whom Ernest Hemingway loved. So I talked about this novel before. Today I have talked about it in detail because you will come to know all these events when I think there are more than 53 pages, 53 chapters of the novel. And there are more than 250 pages, and if you want to read the chapters, you come to know about the story. Henry, the main character, suffers from jaundice. After his recovery, they send him back to France. Uh, as we know that in the last chapters, we come to know that the retreat of Italian and Allied forces. So basically, there was war, and Austria and Hungary and German forces, because of the bombardment, there was retreat of Italian allied forces. Henley leads the team of ambulance. They stuck in the mud, and after much struggle and facing death, he reached Milan. Henry joins Catherine, and they are happy. Henry is left alone when she dies during the delivery of the child. Basically, this is the final course of the novel, and where Catherine dies and Henry is left alone. So you can see this one also. This onwards. This is the characters. Again, you come to know about the characters. Again, the same slides are here. You can go through this, and you can go through this as well. Slide number. This is slide number 9. This is slide number 10. And basically, these are the characters. This is the last slide. Yes, we are supposed to discuss the novel, this novel, and I want you to ask me question, and I'm here to answer your questions, please. Yes, yes, please ask me any question, or you want to make any comment, or you want to add something. You are most welcome, because now we discuss this novel, and today I want to close it, because after this we will start another novel, the final one, that is Huckleberry Finn is Mark Twain. The writer is Mark Twain. Yes, please ask me question. Yes, you can see the slides. Yes, anyone? Any newcomer who has joined today and who hasn't got the concept of novel? Yes. Asia, is it clear to you? The whole novel is clear to you? The title is clear to you as well?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I can see many people over there. Yes, Baktawar, is it clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I can see Saddam. Yes, Saddam. Saddam is over there or not? Yes, I can see Wajid. Wajid,
Yes, sir.
beta, have you studied the novel? Have you A Farewell to Arms?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Have you studied it? Just have you read the novel, Wajid?
Sir. Yes, sir. I studied it.
Yes, what was it? Tell me something about the novel.
Sir,
Yes, I want to have your comments, please. जी बेटा वाजिद.
yes, sir.
Yes. Yes, Wajid. Yes, any other person wants to make any comment, please.
Sir, excuse me.
Yes, Sajda. Yes, Sajda, please, if you want to make any comment or you want to ask me question.
Sir, many people know that war is so bad. It is not good for people. Sir, why people went for Second World War after World War One?
Yes, Sajda, that's a good question as you have asked me.
Henry
Basically,
represent the human behavior and the um, feeling of the pupils in that
hmm,
time.
hmm, hmm.
That there were a lot of people don't like war.
Yes, actually, Sajda, beta, war is there, and the concept of war is there, and war is there due to many reasons. And as we know that I can share the causes of war, First World War, with you. And as we know that, I think uh, when you when the countries impose war on poor countries, when some countries impose war on poor countries, and when there is a concept of injustice and cruelty, there is a concept of exploitation of resources and all these things. Basically, whatever I have understood, keeping in view this novel, to some extent, I want to narrate uh, the themes of this novel. As far as I have understood, there are many causes of First World War, and then there are many causes of Second World War too. But as we come to know about the First World War, basically, as you know that Germans basically they wanted to expand their empire, the boundaries of their empires. And as far as Germans are concerned, they think that they are superior in the world and they are superior nation. And so is the case with the British, because British, as you know, that British imperialism brought many things. As we know that British imperialism was based on injustice and cruelty, and the British basically wanted to expand its boundaries. They wanted to expand its boundaries in order to exploit other nations. So as you know that they imposed a certain war, and then they expanded their boundaries and they imposed war on nations. So war has got many reasons. So the major cause of the First World War uh, to indulge in alliances. British British has alliance with the France, America, and other countries, Italy and other countries. At the same time, it has alliance with Russia. And when Germany, it came to know that those alliances were over there for its danger, or it posed danger to its existence, and then it started war. It started war. So there are many causes of the war. The war is always there. As we know that Islam also expanded its boundaries with the help of sword, or with the help of war, you can say that. As we know that we fought war in Spain, and we had our roots. Umayyad fought war in Spain and they had their roots. And at the same time, as we know that Islamic Empire expanded a lot in third Caliph Hazrat Umar Razillah Ta'ala anhu's rule. So yes, there are many reasons. Sometimes we go for the option of war for the sake of defense. Other time we want to cope up the aggression or attack, we go for the war. War is there for superiority, to attack other nations, to exploit others, to expand the boundaries. So these are the reasons of war, Sajda. Have you understood, Sajda?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, good question. Yes, you have got good question. Yes, I want other people to have their comments, or to want to say something regarding the novel. Yes, please. Yes, yes, yes. Wajid, you want to say something? Beta, Wajid,
Sir, why Caloria kills more than soldiers?
why?
Sir, why Caloria kills more than soldiers? More soldiers.
No, I haven't understood your question. Yes, just clear it. Why?
Sir, why cholera pandemic kills more than
Cholera. Yes, cholera.
15,000 soldiers?
Yes, yes, cholera.
Yes, cholera.
Yeah. Actually, Wajid, whenever you are fighting war, uh, whenever you go to the front, and there are many challenges, and these challenges are very much there because of diseases, because of infections. So as we know that in summer season the First World War starts, and American soldiers went over there, and Italian soldiers were already there, and other British soldiers also went, and British provided facilities and hospital facilities and medical facilities to all the soldiers over there. So this, when we talk about disease, whenever we talk about infection, these are the challenges the soldiers faced over there. As we know that the conditions are not suitable, so there might be killing because of war, and there might be killing because of these pandemic. So the First World War started in summer, and after that, when winter comes, then there was a pandemic, cholera, and it killed 15,000 soldiers. So these basically have been mentioned, keeping view the challenges the soldiers face during the war. So that was one of the challenges the soldier faced. As we know that in First World War, there was no antibiotic, and then there was no medicine as such, and they used iodine and other chemicals for washing the wounds. There was no antibiotic as such. As we come to know that Alexander Fleming, he discovered penicillin in 1960s. We come to know about it. Though the major challenge the soldiers faced at that time in the form of injuries, and injuries were turned to inflation, and because of that inflammation, because of the swelling of the wounds, the soldiers died, because there was no antibiotic, there was no medicine as such to treat and cure the soldiers. So that was another challenge. So during the winter season, cholera broke out, and 15,000 soldiers died because there were no facilities, and the atmosphere was new, and that the writer has mentioned it because that was also a challenge in the form of disease, in the form of infection. Yes. Yes, another, yes.
Sorry,
Sir,
pandemic
I
of
want to say something.
Yes, Sajda, first of all, you asked me, yes?
sir, the pandemic of cholera at that time is a true. This is a true pandemic.
Yes,
It is
yes.
actually
Cholera, yes.
happened in First World War.
Yes, yes. Is a cholera. You see that cholera killed in First World War. Cholera killed many soldiers. Yes. On the front.
Okay.
Yes, Amreen, you want to say something? Yes. Yes. Asia, you want to say something?
No, sir.
Yes. Yes, please.
Sir, I am trying to add something. Trying to
Yes,
add my
Sobia.
comment.
Yes, Sobia, please. Yes.
Yes. So I have been listening to the lecture and going through these slides. So this was continuously popping into my mind that why is it necessary to discuss or learn these type of novels which have lots of sufferings and pains and wars and hopelessness, because in current situation in this world we have already a war going on in Palestine, Al-Quds, and I mean this is just totally hopelessness around us. Why don't we study something that gives us hope, that gives us some motivation to live, that give us a reason to live? Sir, if you have any with
Yes.
Sophia, sir.
Yes, Sobia. Yes, Javeria, you want to say something?
Yes, sir, I absolutely agreed with Sophia, because sir, I'm also noticing the same thing throughout the time.
I'm very happy just both of you are here, Sobia and Javeria, because Javeria, you have been missing. I don't know where have you been.
Sir, my
Sir, we have
internet
been
problem.
going through like too much.
No,
This is too much. The suffering is too much. The pain is too much. There is no hope for us. And we know that sooner or later we have to put ourselves into the war. And this war, the concept of war can never be end. because from the day first of this world till today, we have to fight for the survival.
Yes, I have understood. Yes, I have understood your question. Basically, the title of this novel, Farewell to Arms. So there must be not welcome, but farewell to arms. But as we know that the First World War or the Second World War, these two world wars are the realities. So we can learn lesson from these wars and these two wars that we will not be at the verge of war in future. So there must not be Third World War, as we know that there has been bitter sufferings and we faced a lot of challenges and sufferings and destruction and killing of human beings. So it means that there ought not to be Third World War. But it is fact, and you have pointed out the fact that the war is going on in Palestine. Yes, this war is over there, and there is a total injustice from Israel. And Israel basically wants to wipe out the Palestinians and Palestine land, and he wants to have the total conquer of the land, and it has got political and religious ends. So how can you stop? Because other countries are supporting Israel, and how can you stop? So as we know that since 1948, as you know that war has got the history, and Israel has got the history, and Israel has got the only policy that is expansion, that is wiping away the Palestine from the land and just occupying the land of Palestine. So how can you stop it? Because they say that according to their book, the land is theirs. So how can you justify that the land is yours while you are wiping and just you are throwing away? I want to quote 1948 episode when the soldiers of Israel, they occupied many villages, and they killed more than 15,000 Palestinians, and 8,50,000 Palestinians they took as a you see that refugees, status of refugees. So war is there and war will be there. Yes, there is a concept of helplessness and destruction. But what we should do, because there is injustice and there is cruelty is going on, these things will go on. So if we want to stop these wars, we must show deterrence and defense. And yes, Muslims have got every right to defend their land, and Palestinians have got every right. So I want to say that